Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you all. Had a great show last night, so thank you everyone who tuned out for that. I think we had 160,000 views, which is pretty awesome. Pretty nice. And hopefully we'll repeat tonight with the kind of more of the same. This is Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Your host towards getting better. I'm unlicensed, though, so just keep that in mind. So if you have questions, comments, or concerns, you want to know about life, you want to know about work, you want to know about sex stuff, whatever, religion, you name it. Get it in there. We'll get it done. Jeff, the unlicensed therapist style. All right. Let me make sure I am in the right place to really officially start the show as people kind of roll in. Thank you for rolling in, by the way. All right, here we go. By the way, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm at about 14,000 subscribers. It's growing all the time. Thank you. Also, while people are coming in, show April 18th at the NAMBA Center. It's going to be in Ventura, California. It's called Autastic. It's a terrific show. It's about my journey with my son with autism. It's a comedy, so you can, don't always, might be a tear here, there, but it'll be, you'll like it. You'll have a good time. That is coming up this Wednesday, or not, Jesus. That's coming up April, Saturday the 18th, 7 p.m. at the NAMBA Center in Ventura. And here's the best part. Tickets are free. Tickets are free. It was complete. The whole thing was bought out by a charity, and so the whole thing's free. It's a pretty good deal. You can't be free as far as deals go. Free is the best deal you can hope for in this day and age, in this economy. Free is still expensive. No, free's good. All right, so burp a little bit. Here we go. Let's get started. Let's start off with I want to start with Ann Landers. Now let's start with Am I the Asshole? We'll move on to Ann Landers. I find I disagree a lot with Ann Landers as far as giving advice to people. I think her advice is generally shoddy. It's not even her; it's really her granddaughter at this point. But I prefer "Am I the Asshole" just for the Redditness of it, just for the insanity of the griping and complaining. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for? Let's find out. Let's go. Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. Boom shakalaka. Am I the asshole? We're in. We're locked and loaded. We're starting. Here we go. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole because I broke up with him because he asked me to shave? No, I don't know. This is interesting already, but I'd say, yeah, you are. I mean, because he asked you to shave. What do you want you to shave? How long have you been in the relationship? Let's find out. I'm 39, female. I've been talking to Lloyd. So you're not even dating. Wait a minute. Wait. I've been talking to Lloyd for about 10 months. 10 months you've been talking? You haven't dated him at all? In 10 months? You had no coffee? It's a long distance. What the hell's going on? All right. Let's move further along. It's a very tepid pace, don't you think? Talk for 10 months and then date? Is this a Bumble connection? Not that there's anything wrong with Bumble. We did the deed a little over a week ago. All right. We did the deed. It's a weird thing to say. I mean, just you've been talking 10 months. You worked up for 10 months, basically. You haven't had sex with this dude. Then you have sex with it and you refer to it as the deed. I don't care for you. I don't like your attitude, lady. For the first time. 2 days later, we were doing the cuddle and he's trying to initiate. This is the conversation. Okay, so he's never been intimate with you. This is the first time. You're really very disparaging of him, by the way, for some dude you've been, warming up to for 10 months. You're very dismissive of him, very, I don't know, I don't want to say cruel, but just very flippant about it. Oh, so Lloyd, hey, why don't you shave? Me, I'm a grown ass woman. I have hair. Ugh, I'm already putting on my pants and leaving. You're nothing but trouble. How old is this guy? You're 30. He's 36. Yeah, well, when you get to your 40s, your threshold for this nonsense is non-existent. I'm already out the door with you. I'm putting on my pants and my shoes and socks, and I'm like, I'll see you later. Just because the way you answered it. Well, what about just shaving this? So Lloyd's, he's willing to compromise. He's like, hey, you wildebeest. Hey, you filthy animal. How about you shave? I don't know what's going on. You just, what do you got? Like a mustache? Like, what, you got a beard? Full beard? Bearded lady? No, I'm not shaving. Why not? I'm not a fucking child. I have hair. Oh my! I'm so out the door. I'm already out the door. I assume this guy's already out the door too, mentally, with you. For context, I do shave. Oh, well, okay. Doesn't seem like you do. So anyway, let's go back again on this. So it's your first time. It's your first time with this guy. You've been talking for 10 months, I guess, maybe dating. Who the hell knows? You're not very specific. And you don't think to shave, to maybe groom a little bit, do a little sexual grooming when you know you're going to do the deed, as you so flippantly called it. Huh. Ram Ram. We talk about Ram Dass. I love Ram Dass, by the way. How are you? How are you, Das Ram Ram? I don't know. I do love me some. I do love me some Ram Dass though. Yeah, I'll talk Ram Dass any day of the week. Anyway, so here back to the wildebeest. That's cruel, but it's true. I do shave. I just don't shave my nethers anymore, and you all know why. I trim and keep the hedges low. I disagree. I'd say you got overgrown hedges. What's this guy? I mean, yeah, I don't think he's expecting a Brazilian. I don't think he's expecting bikini wax. He's, you're about to have sex with this guy. Well, you don't even care about having sex with him. You refer to it as the deed. Very dismissive of him, cuddling with you. You need to do a lot of inner work before you date another man, forget all the shaving, forget all just the basic hygiene stuff. You're angry. You got a lot of anger in you. You got a lot of anger in just selfishness in you. I mean, the guy's not asking for the world. There's a way to handle it. You don't just, I will not shave for any man. You got a lot of baggage, is what you got. I don't know who did you wrong, but I bet you shaved for them. And now maybe you got a chance at a good guy. Now, this guy, the good guy, the guy who's not a dick to you, the guy who doesn't beat you around, the guy who doesn't cheat on you, him you won't shave for. But Mr. Johnny Two-Fists, him you shave for all week and twice on Sunday. For context, I do shave. I just don't see. Yeah. I just got so fucking turned off and irritated that I asked him to leave. He trust me, he could not be happier. This guy dodged a bullet, a hairy bullet at that, a bullet covered in hair, aka hairy bullet. That was 2 days ago. I told him I don't see this going anywhere. Great, lucky guy. I don't know if I'm overreacting, but I just keep replaying the conversation in my head, and it makes me feel so effing gross. Oh God, you need to do a lot of inner work before you start dating people. You are in a world of hurt. You're a train wreck. This woman. I want to read some of the comments. I'm just guessing, some of the women on this might be like, "You go, girl, you hairy cow." I'm sorry, I can't resist. I don't know, something about it just bothers me. I don't know. First thing that bothered me was the 10, what was it? The 10, not weeks, but months. And then they finally do the deed, and then she doesn't even shave for it. And then she's complaining because he asked her. I mean, it must have been pretty bad if he asked you to shave. It's just my guess. I trim the hedges. I doubt it. You need a friggin' bandsaw to cut through that kind of heather. Heather's being gentle. Hello, this post made it from please take a note. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. I got laser hair removal. Who's this? All right, these comments aren't as good as I was hoping. I had laser. Everyone's promoting laser hair removal. All right. Last time a guy asked me. Okay, whatever. All right. I was hoping for more from the comments, folks, but they Reddit disappointed me with them. They disappointed me with just a tad, just a touch of the comments, please. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if here's the thing. You do unto others as you would have done unto you. Are you okay with this guy showing up with a never shaved, a Johnson, a male member, a Wang, just a ball of hair and something kind of poking out? Would that be cool with you? Would it be cool if he just didn't bathe or shower? Where does it end? Where does your obsession with filth end? Just trim, wash. Yeah, do unless someone likes it, you hairy. Like he's like, well, here's the thing. If the guy had said, "Hey, would you mind growing it out?" I know it's really long and I can't see nothing, and it's like cobwebs or barbed wire or Brillo pad, and I can't. I don't even know where to put anything because it's just so much hair. But I'd like even more hair if that's possible. Can you grow it out till it's down by your knee? Can you do that? Would you do that for him? You're like, no, I'm not an animal. All right. Me thinks you are. Yeah. Again, you need the inner work. You need to go. Um, you need a come to Gillette moment. Forget come to Jesus. Just come to Gillette. You're going to go through a couple blades, by the way. So just be forewarned. It's not gonna be a quick shave for you. Ay, ay, ay. All right. out of the gate with a hairy one. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's get back in. By the way, if you have questions, comments, concerns, if you want to get into stuff, I'm happy to do that with you as well. Just checking out, see if I want to do one of these right now. Do I want to do one of these right now? No, I don't. You know what? I'll go to one of my regular sponsors of the show because they're always there for me. They take care of me. Let's go. Let's do a kids guide one just real quick because these guys are nice people. I will accept your ad. I will see your ad and raise you 20. All right, parents. Real talk for a second. America is about to hit a huge milestone. We're coming up on America's 250th birthday, 250 years of freedom, grit, sacrifice, and the greatest experiment in self-government the world has ever seen. This is the perfect moment to help your kids understand why this country matters. Not just fireworks and hot dogs, but the story behind it all. And there's a free guide called The Kids Guide to America's 250th Birthday. And it's honestly a great way to introduce your kids to how America began, who the founding fathers were, what they risked, and why their ideas that they fought for still matter today. This guide sends kids back to the moment the brave men signed the Declaration of Independence, knowing full well they were risking their lives for freedom. It breaks it all down in a way kids can actually understand and enjoy without watering it down or turning it into boring schoolwork. If you care about raising kids who know where this country came from and why it's worth preserving, this is something you'll want to grab. And the best part, it's completely free with this special offer. You just need to pay $2, which is nothing, for shipping and postage, shipping and handling. Just head to freeusabirthday.com. That's freeusabirthday.com. And the Kids Guide to America's 250th anniversary birthday for your kids today. It's all yours. America's story matters. Make sure the next generation knows it. That's freeusabirthday.com. There we go. Let's get back into it. Shall we? We shall. Don't share. All right, here we go. Hey, Samson. And thank you for the comments also, my fellow Ram Dasser, if that's what you're talking about. What's Ram Dass's real name? I'm trying to remember, and I know it. Oh, Albert, Richard Albert. I think that's it. If you haven't turned yourself into Ram Dass, do it. Anyway, Samson of old, y'all want to eat my wife unless she's perfectly clean shaved to take a proper shower. My wife expects me to properly shower and trim. Yeah, do unto others, right? Trim or shave as well. It's cleanliness is next to godliness. Yeah, here you go. You get it, Samson of old. Samson of old is, Samson. It's a biblical character from the ancient days, and he gets it. You don't shave properly, trimmed to the point of nothing. There, yeah. You're dirty, unclean, nasty, gross, disgusting. I wouldn't even touch you. What is a Ram Dass here? Oh, Ram Dass is a spiritualist. But he's a very cool dude. So I promote him. Someone brought him up in the chat, so it's just like, yeah, I like me some Ram Dass. All right, let's get back to Am I the Asshole? We'll find out in a moment. Eva Longoria. Oh, but this is just it's promoted. I'm not going to do a promoted one. Please get that weak shit out of here. This is a nice short one. I do like me the short ones. That's what she said. Here we go. My aunt, 26, female, is getting married this summer, and she decided to have a child-free wedding. I don't like her. Your aunt decided that. Is she barren? Does she not have kids? Does she hate children? Apparently, yes. They're getting in the way of my moment. What happens if a child cries? What happens if there's laughter from children? I can't get no pets, animals, and children. They distract from my day. I don't know, man. I got some issues with this lady. Child-free. It's a child-free wedding. If you have children and you're not rich, or and you probably got to travel to this thing. I mean, come on, lady. Child-free wedding. I mean, generally speaking, most weddings are pretty child-free, but you're going to see a kid here and there. And if that's enough to knock you off your game on your wedding day, maybe you shouldn't be getting married. That's enough to knock you out of your orbit and your love of your husband. What if a baby cries at the wrong moment? There'll be laughter for a split second. The attention won't be on you. And yeah, that bothers you. Anyway, let's continue reading. Maybe I'm wrong here. I doubt it. My aunt, 26, is getting married this summer, and she's 26. Yeah, so she doesn't have, I doubt she has a kid. just from her child-free wedding. I don't think she can or wants a kid. Maybe both. This still applies to me, 17 female. What? That's hysterical. And it honestly doesn't bother me, seeing as it's her wedding and she can invite who she wants. Holy crap. Like, I'm assuming, because I'm not a complete lunatic, that this is referring to young kids, like adolescents, I would say maybe up to 14, 15. But I guess technically if she's under 18, she can't go, right? By her aunt's stupid rules. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard. I don't know who the husband is, or the guy who she's about to get married to, but I would run. This is if you needed a red flag, this is 50 referees throwing them all at the 50-yard line, and you're getting buried in them right now. You're about to get buried in a big one in this lady. Oh my God, that's crazy. So now the 17-year-old's actually being pretty cool about it, isn't she? Yeah, I know. Oh no, please don't tell me that. Good. I'm glad you fixed it. Yeah, I'm using the Rumble software, so hopefully it's smooth as silk. Smooth as silk. Or as my buddy Jason used to tell me, smooth as sandpaper. That's what like we try to hit on girls, and it would sometimes go very poorly, very badly. And they'd be like, smooth as sandpaper. Still makes me laugh. Smooth as sandpaper. That and when I would wear a wrinkly shirt, my other buddy would be like, "Hey, did you put that shirt in the wrinkler?" I'd be like, "No, I didn't." But I could see where you're coming from. All right, let's get back to this insane bridezilla who doesn't want anyone under the age of 40 at her wedding, even though she's 26. Now, I guess the cutoff is very tight. Really, can anyone over 26 and she's 26 go to this thing? 18 to 26, the only people who are going to attend my wedding. That's all. That's all that's allowed. I don't think there's a too old, but maybe that's next. Maybe she's like, you know what? Let's kick all the oldies out too. And they're slow on the dance floor. They might distract from me. One of them might have a heart attack. It's going to ruin my day. Let's kick out anybody who could be an issue. All right, here we go. The issue is that 4 of my cousins, 2 of whom are my aunt's children, so her kids, are currently at an age when they would require supervision. I love my cousins, but I don't really like young children. And I don't, nobody in your family likes kids. Even you don't like kids. You wrote this letter, and you may as well be your wedding for the, you don't like kids either. What's the matter with your family? How come none of you like kids? You like dogs? Cat people? What's going on with you? You got a messed up family. And I'm an unlicensed, this is coming from an unlicensed therapist. We're currently at an age where they would require supervision. But I really don't. Why don't you tell me the ages? But I really don't feel comfortable watching them for long periods of time. Well, you hate children, so that's probably why. My aunt has repeatedly told me that it's extremely difficult for her to find a babysitter, and that watching the kids for a few days is the least I can do. So the kids she doesn't want at her wedding are her own kids. Am I reading that right? The issue is 4 of my cousins, 2 of whom are my aunt's children. Yeah. Are currently at an age where they require supervision. So you're going to have to watch her kids. And she's purposefully made the cutoff age to her wedding 18. So you're forced into a situation where basically you're going to have to, or she wants you to watch her kids. So she would normally invite you, but no, she needs a babysitter for her kids. What an awful woman. She doesn't want her own children at her own wedding. Like, what the hell? Like, God, this woman is broken, man. She's broken. It's so fucked up. However, when I say I would be willing to come to the wedding, she says that it's a child-free and that she can't bend the rules for me. This is her own wedding. This is her own way. She can't bend the rules. I can't bend the rules. Who made the rules? I did. Well, you can't bend them? 17's not close enough to 18? She doesn't want to lose her free babysitter. She doesn't want her own kids to come to her own stupid wedding. What a horrible mother she must be. Oh, wow. When I refused to watch the kids, she spoke to my mom about it. Yeah, because the whole reason she made it 18 was so you would be stuck watching the kids, as her wedding gift. Oh my, she's just a horrible bridezilla. Spoke to my mom saying that I should support my family. Yep. My mom took my side. Good for your mom. Good for your mom standing up for you against her dumbass sister. saying that if she didn't want to include me in the wedding because I was a child, she didn't want to give me the responsibility of an adult. Yeah, way to go, Mom. Nice. Nice. You got her. You got her in her own bullshit. You trapped her in her own fallacious logic. I mean, what an awful woman. She purposely didn't invite this girl because she wanted her to watch her kids who she didn't want to go to the wedding. I mean, it's just wrong on every level. And now it's all falling apart. So she's still going to have to pay for a sitter, I guess, rather than bring her own kids. All of it comes down to how much is a sitter that you can't pay? How horrible are your kids that no sitter will watch them? Anyway, maybe that's why you don't want them at the wedding. Who's the mom? Oh, you are. That's right. That's right. Anyway, I'm the one thing I do like about this story is your mom standing up for you and waylaying your aunt for the dummy she is. My aunt and a few other family members believe that I should watch the kids. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You have a fun time out with your friends and don't get pregnant. Wind up treating your kids as bad as this woman treats hers. I honestly feel like I was intentionally excluded. Yes, you are right. You are 100. It's all part of her diabolical plan. I'm not being facetious. It really is. Not because of my age, but because my aunt wanted a free babysitter. So we agree completely. You see it. You have the vision. You could be the oracle. The only thing I didn't like about you was you're like, I don't really like kids. I have an issue with people who don't like kids. I don't. You don't have to want to have kids, but they're not like kids. It rubs me the wrong way. Again, you don't have to. I'm not saying you need to be a parent, but you should at least appreciate life, the beauty of life. Of babies. Do you like animals at least? You children haters. I don't know. All right, let's hold on a second. Let's dump somebody. Hey, let's talk about the Nazis on this show. Let's not. Let's just ban you forever. There you go. Just moron. Oh, yeah, the YouTube ad block. Gotcha. Hey, thank you from Algeria. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. One of the many bots. But that's all right. We got rid of him. He's gone. He's dead to us. We're back at it. Yeah. What a crazy, the thing that I don't know if you too, not the group, but if you agree with what I'm about to say. But whenever I read these stories on Reddit and they're so crazy and the people are just so selfish, so narcissistic, so just awful. I don't know what generation that is. Let's say, hold on. Was she 26, this woman? Oh, okay. What generation is a 26-year-old? Oh, what generation is a 26-year-old? What is that? Gen Z. Yeah. Not a fan of them. Gen X, baby. I think the millennials have the worst rap though, but this Gen Zer, she's a douche. She's a big time douche. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, what a knucklehead. What a crazy woman. What a crazy woman. All right. I'm 36, intellectually disabled. Okay. Married, and sadly, my wife. Okay, let's see, Samson of old. 36, intellectually disabled. Yeah, you can write all right, brother. Married, and sadly, my wife can that weird syndrome where she has a difficult time with her hormones not properly working when they are needed. So sadly, no kids yet. I know. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I know so many people who would give anything to have a kid. Anything, and they try everything. And some succeed, some don't. And a lot of them have miscarriages and just, they go through so much. And then you see the other end of the coin where these people who do have kids just completely take their children for granted. The gift that their kids are, and they look at them as a burden. Again, I'm a little biased because I have just this amazing boy, and I'm very blessed in my life. But I can't imagine with looking at a child with anything other than love and happiness and joy and gratitude and seeing, I never saw God until I saw my son. Really. Yeah, you go through the motions, but it wasn't until I held my little boy in my hands that I was like, wow, there is a God, and there is, it all made sense. But that's me. You're 35 going on 36. I can't stand Gen Z myself, and I have people I love are from Gen Z. Not a fan of Gen Z because of their attitudes. Yeah, I mean, you can't. They're not all bad, but yeah, they definitely have a lot of issues, to put it mildly. Right. All right, Chihuahua. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling, folks. Let's keep rocking and a rolling, moving and a grooving, splishing and a splashing. All right. Here we go. Let's do it, folks. Let's get back at it. Let me share the screen here. We'll do another one. All right, here we go. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting to pick the movie for my birthday? Hell no. This is from 1 minute ago. This is fresh snow, folks. We're clicking on this one right now. How about that? I'll share it. Oh, it's a short one too. I love when they're short. Dude must have wrote it. Guys write short ones. Women give you a lot of detail. Yeah, 27 male called that one right out of the gate. Already on fire with this one. It was my 27th birthday recently, and I planned on spending the evening with my 25-year-old girlfriend. Okay. After both of us got home from work, she bought me a nice cake. Well, sweet of her. She bought it from the store and told me she rushed home so that she could spend the evening with me. So far, so good, which is very nice. I don't care too much about my birthday, but the main thing I wanted to do was see one of my favorite movies with her. Yeah, it's your birthday, dude. You got it should always be about you on your birthday. And I told her that. Okay. I gave her a list of 3 different movies. 3 movies. All right, that's plenty of options. So she had, as long as not snuff films or something weird, but yeah. So she had some options to choose from. I guess I kind of just assumed that on my birthday I'd be allowed to pick the movie, since she feels like how it usually works. My girlfriend said she didn't want to watch any of the 3 movies. Were they porn? What do you mean she didn't want to watch it? It's your birthday. I mean, I'm trying to see the pros and the cons of this. Okay, so she came home. She didn't make you a cake, but that's all right. Um, you know, uh, she bought you cake. She came home. She seems to like you. She sleeps with you, right? But then she won't let you see the movie you want. Like, that's just, I don't understand that on any level. And I guess I just kind of assumed that on my birthday, I'd be allowed to pick a movie. Yeah, you would think that would be something. I mean, if you can't get a movie on your own birthday, good luck the rest of the year. My girlfriend said she didn't want to watch any of those 3 movies, and I asked if there were other things we could watch instead. I would have stuck to my guns and just said, I want to go to this movie. She's your girlfriend now. I don't think she's going to become your wife. I was pretty disappointed by this, but she wouldn't budge. What the hell? What the hell? All right, well, if you're still with her for her birthday, you know how the game's played, but I would get out of this relationship right now. If a woman is so selfish, or man is so selfish as to not allow you to see a movie that you want to see on your birthday, and take one for the team, that's not a life partner. That's not a life mate. She's with you out of convenience, or something else. I don't know. For the next little while, I went pretty visibly quiet from disappointment because watching one of my favorite movies. Again, I wish I knew what these movies were. Porgy, like Porkies. What are they? What there was all I had in my head that day. This is eventually steamrolled into an argument, I would assume so, of me asking why it felt like such a huge deal for her to watch one movie with me for one day of the year, and her asking why it was so important that we watch one. But it's your birthday. I'm mad. I'm mad for you, bro. She started saying that I didn't appreciate the other things she did for me, like getting the cake for me and emotionally supporting me through recent tough times, but I absolutely do. Was it? So no, that's not cool. She should have she should have let you watch your movie, man. It's your birthday. Not going to let you watch your movie on your own birthday. What kind of a monster does that? I don't get that. I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like. She's your girlfriend now. I would not make her your wife. I would say no bueno, no bueno to this one. Yeah, anyone can buy you cake. It takes no effort. Go to a store, give me that. Just put his name on it. Okay, thanks. Throw it in the trunk. There you go. Happy birthday. It's not. Now she baked the cake. That's a different level. Now again, not everyone can cook. That's fine. Less and less people these days. But to not let you pick your own movie for your birthday, that's just sad. It's just sad, like that's just a douche move. Sorry. I would be looking, I would be out. I would take that as a hint. I would take that as a sign from above that you two are not destined to be together. If you were, she would let you see Porky's Revenge or whatever, or Ski School 7. Or again, I wish you would tell me the movies. If you told me the movies, that would be cool. Just curiosity, man. Like what movie is she so against seeing? Like how is your taste in movies that bad that she's just like, no, I will not see any of those with you ever. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, and you gave her 3 choices. You have three choices, and she's like, no, 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 and no. I don't get it. Don't get it. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Man, guys are taking it on the chin in this episode. Uh, all right, let's keep going. By the way, if you have comments, and Samson, I'm sorry, I was off on my own little tangent here. Samson of old, so he's 36. Okay. Your wife and I don't have a lot. We prepay between 150, 354. I've been trying to help us. You know, man, but hold on a second. I'm thinking she said, yeah, okay. I'm just trying to keep up with all exactly. My wife will be 30 this year, and I'm glad I married a younger woman. Good for you, Samson. I love her and tend to be too much alike, which can be good, but it can also be bad depending on the time of day. Yeah, I think it's better to be more alike than different. I think differences can enhance a relationship. They can also cause problems in a relationship. But I think in the end, you want more that you are together on than apart on. That's just good. That's just good common sense right there. I believe the old school tradition and death do us part. And even then, I wouldn't want to remarry. Well, good for you. Not planning on getting back into the dating again. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I married the wrong woman. I was married for God, a little too long. 24 years, I guess, 23, something like that. With the separation and divorce, probably longer. And yeah, it was the warning signs were there. I just refused to look at them, but with age comes wisdom sometimes. Now I'm in an amazing relationship. My fiance is just incredible. She's so supportive and she's just warm and caring and really lifts me up, and believes in me. And she's just terrific. But I don't regret marrying my ex because of her. Getting back to children. I guess that's what this episode's about. I had my most precious gift, which is my son, which I wouldn't have had had I not married her. Because you always wonder about that. Like you have a kid, but you're having a kid with a specific person, so there's a specific mix of DNA which creates the specific child. So if I hadn't married her and married someone else, and then we have a kid, it's a different kid. It's not going to be the same kid, you know. And so for me to get the child that I got, and I'm thank God every day for him. I needed to marry her and suck it up for fucking 20 some years. And as a reward, God has bestowed me an amazing woman, who I hope to finish it out with. That's what I got to say about that. Yeah, I'm all happy. I'm all happy because I'm in love. Yeah, man, I'm engaged. There you go. All right, let's do another quick ad. Then we'll get back to and this I always do Rumble ads. I love Rumble ads. So anytime I see a Rumble ad come up, it's happening. Let's see if I can do this one. I said that, and we'll see what happens. They can cancel your accounts, freeze your cards, decide what you're allowed to buy, say, or support. Big banks and financial institutions have total control, and they use it. That's why financial independence matters now more than ever. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a wallet built for real freedom. With Rumble Wallet, you control your money, not a bank, not a government, not a tech company. Buy digital assets like Tether, Tether Gold, and Bitcoin in one secure place. No permission, no middleman, no cancel button. And when you want to support the creators you actually believe in, you can use Rumble Wallet's app to directly tip content creators securely, instantly, and without interference. This isn't a credit line they can shut off. It's your wallet permanently. Yours to protect your future, yours to protect your family. When the system fails, when institutions turn on their own people, financial sovereignty is the only difference between security and vulnerability. Rumble Wallet isn't about politics. It's about freedom, ownership, and protecting what's yours. So take control today. Download Rumble Wallet now and step away from the big banks for good. True ownership, true protection, true financial freedom. It's Rumble Wallet. It's right there. You can click on that QR code or scan that QR code. I think you have to scan it. And, or, you can click the link. So you can click or scan. You do what you like. I'm not the boss of you. There we go. Thank you, Rumble. I do love me some Rumble, man. They are like I always say, they were doing free speech when it wasn't popular, when we didn't have any of it, when it was all but gone. So thank you, Rumble. God bless you. All right, let's get back into the show here. Maybe I'll go to Ann Landers in a minute. I think I might do Ann Landers. just to see if she still angers me. She just, people go now. She just always gives us shitty advice. Like, you suck, Ann Landers. You hack. All right, we'll do one more. How about this? We'll do one more Reddit, then we go to Ann Landers. We'll go old school. We'll go deep cuts. Deep cuts, folks. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good, Samson. It's all good. Yeah, I was very happy. Yeah, exactly. I cannot complain. By the way, yeah, I hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Don't be a stranger to it. All right, here's Am I the Asshole here. Am I the asshole for remodeling my stepkids' rooms after their mother passed away since they weren't going to be living with me anyways? You sound like a complete douchebag. We'll look at this a little bit. Let's just look. My stepkids' room. So you were married to their mom. They weren't technically your biological kids, but they're your kids, should be. After their mom passed away, since they weren't going to be living with me anyway. Well, if they weren't going to be living with you, first of all, why not? Are you that shitty a parent? You're their stepdad. Who do they go to? They go to the biological father. I mean, if you're not listening to, if you're not, they're not living with you, then yeah, you don't. Yeah, you can remodel their rooms. But if they're living with you, that's an insanely horrible, traumatic thing you're doing. I would hold off, and I certainly wouldn't do it immediately. But let's see what you got to say here. It's got to be a chick because it's long. Oh no, it's a dude, long-winded dude. I've never been the legal guardian of my stepchildren. Okay, they have a father. Yeah, that's what I figured. And they had a mom. I was just their mom's husband. So you really, do you not like the kids? Do they not like you? You seem very detached. You seem like there's no like, I love them like they're my own. They're amazing, but unfortunately I just never got, legal guardianship of them. You sound like they're strangers to you. So I would say you're an asshole for that, for allowing them to be strangers to you. But I wouldn't say you're necessarily an asshole for remodeling their rooms. They're never going to visit you. They probably don't want to visit you. I mean, my God, your attitude towards them is atrocious. Anyway, their biological father's a bit flaky. Yeah, but maybe he loves them, unlike you. But his parents and him always made sure the child support was up to date and all his custody time was spent with his family. The kids were always polite to me and I tried my best to be an adult. What? And try my best to be an adult they could come to with their problems. I see. I mean, you actually have, you have issues connecting with people, it sounds like. I mean, I don't know how you don't try and connect with your stepkids. You're not mine biologically. Okay, whatever. It was an illness that came out of nowhere, and she was gone before we knew it. We had two young children of our own. Oh, the ones you love. And now I was a single dad. My in-laws stepped. Hmm. Hmm. All right. So it sounds like the way I was reading this, it sounded like you just married her and then she just died, and you picked up two kids in the exchange. But apparently you had two kids with her of your own, the ones you loved, and then the other two were just pariah to you. It's the way you're making it sound. It's how you're coming off in this. They established visitation. The dad got full custody. Yeah, I'm not surprised there. My two stepkids moved in with their parental grandparents since their dad lives in a bachelor loft. My house has 6 bedrooms. Why won't you take these kids? Well, I guess he's the custodial parent. Since we finished the basement, so I could move my office downstairs. Blah 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 blah. You're talking about your fucking remodeling more than you are your kids. Once the stepkids, it's just the way you talk about them. Once my stepkids, you use the and not my. That's telling. Once my stepkids moved out, that's what you should have said. I started thinking about the future and how great it was going to be without them. I left everything alone for 3 months. I didn't want to rush in anything, and then I want to be able and wanted them to be able to come back home if they needed. They never did. Yeah, you can change your room, dudes. You can change it. You don't have legal rights over the kids. I just think you could have been a better father to your stepkids than you were. Um, that's just my view on it, just from the way you talk about the stepkids. You don't use like any sort of a possessive over them. You seem to have little or no love of them. There's no mention of you being, even upset at the law. Maybe just a detached, emotionalist dude. I think maybe the kids even though their dad's a bit of a flake, at least he probably loves them. So I think they're better off them. Yeah, it's a good scenario for everybody, I guess. Maybe this dad, the flaky dad, can also watch over your kids since you seem to have, issues with, intimacy and empathy and all those other things. Am I reading too much into it? Perhaps. Perhaps I am. Perhaps I'm not. Perhaps I'm not. There you go. All right, let's keep going. Rockin' Ann and rolling. Let's try Ann Landers. We haven't done Ann Landers in a little bit. All right, Ann Landers. Ann Landers. Let's see what you got, Ann. I find her advice to be terrible. I should just take her job. Just be Jeff. Or I'll be not Ann Landers. That's how I'll bill myself. Not Ann Landers. All right, come on. Let's see what you got here. Dear Ann Landers. Okay. Let's see. All right. Here's Ann looking all matronly. Let me share this so you can see her matronly image. This is the image that they're shilling. They're swilling and shilling. Here's Ann. Look at Ann. See, she's from another era. There's an owl there for some reason. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. Wisdom, right? Owls are wise. Get over yourself, Ann Landers. You've been dead for years. Really, Ann Landers is wise. Yeah, well, but people might not know how wise she is. So let's put an owl next to her because they're notoriously wise, like Ann Landers. All right, here we go. All right, Ann. Let's see what you got. Am I going to disagree with you? So she. This is from the archives. That's fine. It's just to check it out. I am 19 and a single mother of a 1-year-old girl, Amanda. Okay. I feel like she didn't change the name. It just, maybe she did, but I don't know. I attend college part-time. I'm working to provide my daughter with the best life possible. Amanda's father is the problem. Always is. He does not pay child support, rarely sees his daughter. I know you're young, but why did you get involved with this guy to begin with? What did you see in him? I know you make a lot of mistakes when you're young. Learn from them. That's what I would tell this chick right now. He does not pay child support, rarely sees his daughter. Honestly, if he doesn't pay child support, you're probably better off that he rarely sees his daughter. Don't complain about that. Look at that as the blessing that it is. He sounds like he'd be a terrible father. This is from a few years ago. Maybe this is the new guy who got married and the story we just did years later. He never bothers to call, let me know when he's not available to make it. He simply doesn't show up. He's a moron. He's always late. Caused me a great deal of stress, and I resent it. Of course you do. Tell me, Ann, how important is Amanda's father going to be in her future, frankly? I don't think he deserves to be part of her life. I'm troubled by the thought that Amanda may grow up to be a daddy's girl and still want him to walk her down the aisle. You're projecting way too far into the future when she gets married. He has done nothing to merit such a place. Like, holy crap, man! You're spiraling. You are spiraling. You're what? Your daughter's 1, and you're already way out in wedding land, and her daughter and her dad's walking her down the aisle, and they're both laughing at you and pointing at you and talking about what a shitty mother. You relax, relax, take a breath, meditate a little bit. You stop seeing the future out 20, 30 years from now when she's somehow in love with this jackass douche of a dad of hers. That's not what's going to happen. I'll tell you what'll happen. One of two things: either you'll marry another, you'll hook up with another idiot, which this guy was. You get first step one is admitting you have a problem. This guy's a moron. It was a very bad choice on your part to sleep with him and to be in a relationship with him. So one of two things is going to happen. You're going to make the same mistake again, and this new shitty dad is going to be your dad, and the daughter will resent you, but she'll probably resent you for marrying such a shitty father figure, right? Choice, well, it's 2 and 3. Choice 2, you stay single. You're single mom. You instill in her good qualities and just being a good person, a good human. She'll respect you for that, and she will always love you way more than this sperm donor father of hers. Choice 4, where are we at now? Is you find another guy, a guy who's a good man, a guy who will be a good stepfather, who will refer to her as my stepchild and not the stepchild, who would be upset if he didn't get custody of her. The opposite of the jackass we just talked about, right? This is some tidbits from me. All right. So emotional mom in Oklahoma. Let's see what Ann Landers has to say. Let's see if we agree to this. Let's get this straight. Amanda is 1-year-old, and you're worried about what her father really shows up, might walk her down the aisle when she marries him. At the earliest, this is, yeah, actually, shit, Ann agrees with me. It'll be approximately 17 years down the road. It is important for your daughter to have a father in her life. Not this father, not this one, Ann. But as of now, it appears he has little interest, so don't push it. He should be paying child support, however. Yeah, good luck with that. So push that. Yeah, good luck with that. So please put the wedding scene on hold for a while, dear. Things are going on our side. Amanda may never get married. She could wind up CEO of General. What's it that? Yeah, you don't need a man. She could be the CEO of General Motors. Hey, Sheehan, did that happen? Did that come true? Did it? I mean, she could be. But why? What's with this? What kind of ending is that? Yeah, you're not answering your question. You're just pandering. Ah, it's fucking gross what you did at the end of that, Anne. Yeah, if you, it's awful. See, I agree with her. And then the end, she's just like, oh, women, was it chick power or girl power? It's just like, is getting married such a horrible thing? Why can't you get married and be the CEO of General Motors? Why can't you do both? Why can't you have a family and be the CEO of General Motors? Why do you have to sacrifice one for the other? Anne, you jerk. That's Ann Landers. Fucking moron. Hey, girl power. Give me a break. Hey, Night Rider X. Good to see you, brother. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. Come on. Make it happen. Make it happen. Everybody does it. And they're happy that they do, and they feel better. They feel empowered. They feel enriched. They feel like they've done the right thing. All right, here we go. Let me check here. Fucking Ann Landers. Let me go back to Am I the Asshole? Yeah, I just feel more at home on Am I the Asshole? I do like to go to Ann Landers just to see if I agree with her on anything, just once in a while. Am I the asshole for accepting my dream job offer? I'm going to say no. Absolutely not. How could you be the asshole for accepting your dream offer? But I know there's more to the story, right? Because I have to leave my wife and my child, and I had to lie and get my best friend fired from the job so I could take his position. Let's see. Let's do a little digging. Let's do some digging here. All right. Am I the asshole for accepting my dream job offer? I just got offered my dream nursing job. All right. Oh, look at this. Hey, Ann. This guy's stealing jobs from chicks. It's a dude. She got offered my dream nursing job. My wife is very against it and being passive aggressive. I don't know how passive aggressive she's being if you know that she's being passive aggressive. Obviously, she doesn't want you taking this job. This is your dream job. Again, man, it's like you got to really be. It's easy to say after the fact, as a guy who, made the right decision. But boy, what in terms of having my son, like I talked about, but it was a rough ride for fucking 24 years. That was a couple good months. No, I mean, it wasn't all terrible. At the beginning, it was all right, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this question and not my issues. I just got offered a dream nursing job. My wife's very upset, being very passive aggressive. It's a $25K a year increase in pay. Okay, what's the issue? That's good. That's good, right? Okay, let's continue. My current hospital's 10 minutes. My current hospital's 10 minutes from my home. This new hospital is an hour drive each way. For the $25K more that you're getting paid, you could buy, I think that more than makes up for it. Plus, you really like this job. Plus, since you like this job, you'll probably do better at it than the other job, which you will resent and grow to hate. And so you will not be probably promoted or, move up the ladder at this other place because you visibly detest being there, as opposed to being at your other job, which, you got to get up a little earlier and drive a little longer, but it is your dream job. I live in Los Angeles. An hour is nothing. An hour is nothing. An hour is getting to my fiance's during rush hour traffic. An hour is going to jujitsu sometimes. An hour, it's nothing. I guess it depends where you live. Maybe you're in a rural community and there's no traffic. You literally are driving for an hour. But even then, just get a good car with a fuel economy. All right, so it's an hour each way. It's exactly where I want to end up in my career, and jobs like this are short supply. Yeah, take the job, bro. She's upset I'll be home less, although I see it as more of an opportunity to be home more. I don't know about that. I think I don't know about that logic. My current schedule is 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. So it's an overnight shift. And then I assume when you get home at 12 a.m., it's not like you're up and Adam and ready to go, hang out and dance and party and hang out with you. You're exhausted. You're going to sleep. So you get home at 12 a.m. You pass out, you sleep, I don't know, probably till 8. I'm just guessing. Maybe not that long. That's 8 hours though. Get up at 8, hang out, talk to your wife for a couple hours here and there, and then you're off to work again, right? That's yeah. I would it would be way better to go to sleep with your wife, build some intimacy with your wife, and wake up with your wife, or maybe wake up a little earlier, but to have that, nighttime time together as well. So far I'm on your side. 3 days a week. This is a 4-day a week, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Her response was, "You know how I feel about it. You're just going to do whatever you want." What I want is more support and enthusiasm. She's a SAHM, stay-at-home mom, okay, with our our 2, 5, and 3-year-old. Our 2, 5, and 3-year-old. I don't, why not just put 2? Like 2 5s? Yeah. Twins, 2, 5, and a 3-year-old. Am I the ass if I accept the position? No, you're not. Update. Wow. Thanks for the replies and the insights. Some are more detailed situation. We're definitely upper middle class. We're by no means struggling financially. Okay. So they're doing well. Yeah. I was just gonna say, you already put it in there. Yeah, hire a fucking nanny, hire a housekeeper to take the burden off your wife. But I got concerns about your wife. She's a stay-at-home mom. You seem to be doing pretty well financially. You ought to be able to just get her some help. But 2 kids, and you're a stay-at-home mom, that's not that. I'm sorry, that I know it's a lot of work. Yeah. So is being on an offshore well, but the I don't know. I got some issues with your wife. Why does she want you away so much? Is there a side piece? What's going on here? I got a lot of questions about this wife of yours. I'll just be honest. I also feel like morning she has a hard time wrapping her head around, which I get. We're up at 7:30 a.m. for 8:30 pre-K drop-off, which hurts after working 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours and finally hitting the rack around 1:30. I'm out the door at 11. Actual shift is 11. Okay. Yeah, no, I think you're definitely in the right, and I think your wife's being a little selfish here. That's what I think. Yeah, I don't know. An hour drive, and the issue is exactly an hour is nothing. Like most people's commute. Exactly. Thank you, Karen. Most people's commute is more than an hour. A lot of people. I mean, I remember when I was a corporate trainer, I would have to drive just to get hours just to get to where I had to work the next day, and then I would have to drive another hour or 2, especially if it was someplace in San Francisco, because they were too cheap to give me a hotel in the city, and so they'd keep me in friggin' just keep me Stockton, with the Diaz brothers. They keep me in Stockton, and I would have to drive in to San Francisco. It'd be like a 2-hour trip. Or sometimes if I got lucky, they'd put me in Livermore, which is a little closer, but it's still a long ass trip. I mean, I worked at AAA very briefly. So it's not for me. I was selling car insurance at AAA, and homeowners. Good luck. By the way, AAA insures no homes, which is why they didn't get crushed in the wildfires. But that's all in the story. But yeah, I used to have to drive an hour and a half to 2 hours. It took me an hour to get there because I would leave at like 6:30 or 6 to avoid traffic. And on the way home, it would take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to get back. And I took that job so I could be home more. And I wound up being home less because at least when I was a contract trainer, I would have weeks off, sometimes a month off, where I'd be home with my son and my ex. Yeah. Homeschool the kids. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah, I hear what she has to say. You're right. We need 2 sides of the story. Yeah. Who knows what the history with the 19-year-old with the kid and the 1-year-old, what she may have done. Yeah. Yep. You're right. There's 2 sides to every story. I'm just going off of the information that I'm given. I'm not saying that it's 100% accurate. You're right. There's 2 sides to every story, and generally speaking, the truth lies in the middle. Isn't that what they tell you? That's what I'm telling you. All right, we'll keep going. Pureblood says I used to live in Livermore. Oh yeah, Livermore, man. I used to be there all the time. Stockton is the butthole of California. I remember I went to a dealership in Stockton. Was I working for Ford back then? I think it was Ford. I can't remember the name of the dealership, but if you've been to Stockton, you know where the Auto Mall is there. It was there. And I remember 2 things happened there. I love UFC. I love MMA. And I met Nick Diaz, the older of the Diaz brothers. And I thought I would run into maybe in Stockton. Every time I was in Stockton, I'm looking around like, he goes, Nate or Nick around. But I wasn't there. I was in like Lathrop. I used to know a girl, Heather Lathrop. That's why I got that confused. And anyway, Lathrop. So I was in Lathrop, and there was a grocery store there, and I'm in my trainer outfit, kind of dressy, and I'm looking for something. All of a sudden, this guy taps me on the shoe, goes, "Hey, you know where the olives are?" And I'm like, "Holy shit! You're Nick Diaz, UFC legend Nick Diaz." I'm like, I didn't say UFC legend, but I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm such a big fan of yours." And he's like, "Oh, hey, thank you." He's a very nice guy. Couldn't have been nicer. And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't work here, but I'm a huge fan of yours, bro. Thank you." So I'm like, just giving him all these props and everything. And then at the end of my little, just like, you're the best, Nick Diaz. He goes, yeah. So, do you know where the olives are? He goes, no. He goes, but still, do you know where the olives are? I'm like, I don't live here. I'm just passing through, bro. I wanted to help the brother out, but I couldn't. But yeah, that was. And then the other one in Stockton. Um, First time in Stockton, maybe second. I went to the Walmart there to pick up donuts for the dealer guys. You get them some stuff so they wouldn't pass out during the training sessions. Get them some sugar. And there was a cop takedown of some guy, guns drawn, out in the fucking parking lot. I'm like, yeah, this is Stockton. Welcome to Stockton, folks. Yeah, four sides to every story: his, hers, friends, and then the actual truth. Yeah. What's that? What's that Kurosawa film? Is it The Samurai or something? It's so well done. And it shows, I think, if I remember right, it shows like the three different takes, like from three different perspectives, like from one samurai's perspective to the other like guy's perspective to the actual true perspective. And it's so well done because it just shows you that there's just what you see as reality is not reality in actuality. It's just your perception of what it is. And like as they're fighting to the death in this one scene, it's just so the reality when they showed the actual real version of it is so sloppy and messy, and there's no art to it. It's just two guys struggling for their lives, and people are falling and tripping, and they're poor with their blades, and you're like, that's really, it was really well done. I like it. Read a book about the statistical results of a child growing up without having a father before making such a decision. Yeah, we're going to disagree. If you're a shitty dad, I think you do more harm than good to the kid. I think you're better off hoping that another guy comes in. I got nothing against dads, but you either have a strong grandmother or a parental figure, someone with some morals. But if you have a shit dad, a dad who does drugs, a dad who beats women, a dad who is a liar, a cheat, a thief, and you're around that all the time, you wind up worse for wear than if that dad was out of the picture. Now, it gets the quality of the dad. A dad, simply the name dad, or having a dad who is your sperm donor, whatever, and he's a shit father, you're going to turn out probably a shit person. But if they're gone, you'll probably wind up better. You won't wind up worse. How about that? You won't wind up any worse. Now, if it's a good father and the mom drives him out and she makes him crazy, that's a whole other story. Never saw the movie. I came up with that. I was around 15 years old. Yeah, well, it's a great one. You can do it again. Do the remake, Karen. I'm only 18. Good for you. Third try now. Fingers crossed. Wow. Oh, thank you. Go. I read that late. Not you, Jeff. Still talking to the girl that can't hear me or see me when I'm right. Okay. I get confused. I do. And here's the thing. I try and keep an open mind. I'll let you talk me into something if you do a good job of it. How about that? Even if you don't do a good job of it, sometimes I get talked into it. Pure Blood says you worked in Oakland, San Jose, San Francisco, with Stockton. Or yeah, I'm all caught up. Yeah, I've been to all this place. Oakland is a shithole too, but Oakland's just sad and depressing. As long as you stay away from the airport in Oakland, you're all right. I say the airport, I mean the gas stations there, because they just break into any car stupid enough to go in who doesn't know any better to go to the three gas stations there if there's still three. And they just bust out your window. They take your crap. As soon as they hit over 25 miles an hour, the cops have to call the chase off. They know it. The cops know it. The only people who don't know it are the poor schlubs putting gas in the rental cars. I've said this before. The best job in Oakland, if you're on a commission basis, is selling prepaid fuel for rental cars that are going to Oakland Airport. You just run CCTV of all the break-ins happening, at the gas stations you would need to go to fill it up yourself. Like, yeah, I think I'll get the prepaid option. I think that might be worth my while. Right. All right. All right. Am I the asshole for accepting? Yeah, we did the dream job one. No, I'm glad. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right. And again, if you have your questions, please put them in the comments. And thank you for participating, everybody. I try to make this a big participation show. I'm hoping at some point that this show is going to be have enough active people in the chat, not just that, but hitting me up to be on the show. JeffAhern56@gmail.com. You want to be on the show, you can be on the show. I interview you and we talk about your problem. I'm very nice. I'm very kind and sympathetic. On Am I the Asshole? I'm a little more aggressive and opinionated, and What are you going to do? They're not in front of me. It's much easier. But if you're in front of me, I'm going to be pretty nice. 20-year-old female won't give my 21-year-old male boyfriend money for gambling. Am I the asshole? Long read story. I'm not going to read the whole thing or even any of it, probably. But you're not the asshole. Like, why are you still with this guy? That's the real question. Why would you stay with him? I mean, she did not lie. She said long story, and she lived up to the. I don't need to read all this. I can already tell you're not the asshole. Your boyfriend is, and he's got a gambling problem. Get away from him. Why are you with him? That's what you want to examine. Not your boyfriend with the gambling problem who keeps asking for the money, but why did you select him as a potential mate to begin with? What underlying issues do you have that would cause you to go with such a terrible, make such a terrible choice on a man? That's what if you can address that now when you're 20 before you marry someone like that, or he knocks you up, it's gonna do you. It's gonna make your life so much better. For some background, my boyfriend has been gambling since he was a teen. It's an addiction, and we both know it. But he doesn't want to quit because he says it's his only hobby and the only thing that makes him happy. So he's basically telling you, he's saying that gambling is the only thing that makes me happy. Well, that means you don't make him happy. I'm just going to point that out. Or he said, it's, you and gambling are the only thing that makes me happy. You're not even on the list of this guy. Run. And then if you want to give him some motivation, you don't be like, well, he's down in his, he's a gambling addict. Again, he needs to get some therapy. He needs to go to Gamblers Anonymous. But you give him an ultimatum. You say, listen, I'm done with you for a while. If you can prove to me that you've quit gambling, that I'm more important to you than gambling, I mean, you got a choice to make. What's more important, me or gambling? And if gambling's more important to you than me, then go with that. If I'm more important to you than gambling, then go with me. Give him that all. That's the ultimatum. That's it. Cut, dry, pure and simple. And then he gets one more chance. If he says you are, and he promises to quit, honestly, I think he's too far gone. I think he's got to hit bottom, and no sense you being there with him as he drags you down with him. He obviously doesn't really care about you. You didn't even make his top 2. He's only got one thing on his things I love list, things that make me happy list, and that's gambling. Anyway, suppose he's 20K in untouchable savings account. Think gambling is winnings, losses. Yeah. We don't need that. Dump him. Am I the asshole for asking a girl to leave after telling me my scars are hot? What? Hold on. Yeah. Like, well, maybe. I don't know. I'm undecided. Am I the asshole for asking a girl to leave after telling me my scars are hot? Like, just out of curiosity, I mean, are these horrible scars? Are these horrific scars? If you are a horrifically scarred individual and it affects your, looks, if you can find someone who digs it, dude, count your blessings, man. What are you going to complain about that for? What the hell's the matter with you? We're definitely going into this one. You think I'm not touching this one? Oh, it's another long one, though. No, it's not too long. It's a little long. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, thank you. I'd like a Hugh Hefner stat. I don't know if they want Hugh Hefner status, but yeah. Which yeah, we're up to 14,000. Yesterday's show had thank you Rumble, 160,000 views. I had a crazy show last Thursday, I think it was. I had 600,000 views on it. So thank you. Everybody's tuning in and coming on. Appreciate you. G Font says, I'm no dad, but in Florida, if a father to a child was a woman he can't live with for any reason, must pay mother support and loses limits work opportunity. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of scenarios. Listen, I stayed with my ex for probably 12 years longer than I should have, simply because I didn't want to divorce while my son, I felt, was too young to be able to deal with it. But eventually I couldn't do it another day, not another minute, and so I pulled the trigger on it. And it is the best thing I ever did. That being said, scars are hot. Hello, all. Maybe a throwaway account. Again, you don't have to tell me if it's a throwaway account. Nobody's deep diving on who you are. Nobody cares. So I'm a 21-year-old male, and a date of mine, 22 female, came back to my place after our third date. Look at you, the 3-date rule. 2 to 3 dates usually. Back in my day, Gen X, there's like a 3-date rule, I mean, if you could get it done before, great. But you're young, but you usually give the girl 3 days, and then something happened. And if it didn't, probably wasn't gonna. Anyway, we met on a dating app a few weeks ago, and everything's been great. Okay, she's nice, funny. I see no problem so far. Outgoing, compliments me as well. So she compliments you. Think about this for a minute, you lunatic. Maybe she just thinks you're, have a problem with the scars, which obviously you do, since you threw her out for even bringing them up. And so she's trying to make you feel better about him, but you don't see that because I'm ugly. I don't know. Let's see what he says. Everything's great, nice, funny comments. Oh, here you go. As I am not outgoing and need someone to push me out of my shell. Yeah, dude, you're your own worst enemy here, man. This girl sounds like she's trying to get you out of your shell. She sees the beauty inside you to the point that she's even willing to, maybe lie to you about your scars. But and your attitude is, how dare you? You know what it is? I think you're like, that's too good. It's too good to be true. I better fuck it up. that's what I think. I think you're self-sabotaging what is a good thing. And I'm only 2 lines into this thing, right? That's what I believe. I don't know. I suppose it's possible. I could be wrong. Me wrong? Never. Let's see. Let's see. We'll go in. Let's go in. After arriving to my apartment after our date, one thing led to another. Good. Third date rule. And we went to the bedroom. So far, so good. Yeah, Ricky. After a pretty fun time, we laid there for a bit. Okay. And she was rubbing my back and asked, "What are these?" in reference to some scars on my back. Okay, so you got some scars on your back. I told her, "Oh, all right. Yeah, I had a feeling." Yeah, she opened a whole can of worms, but she needed to. Someone needs to. You got to deal with this shit, bro. I told her my father was an abusive drunk, and those are the results of belts or car keys or whatever was in reach until I was about 15, and I was sent to foster care. Oh, no wonder you're so introverted. I mean, that's horrible, man. All these cycles and themes seem to repeat. We're talking about shit fathers and how they're worse for you than having no father at all. Here's a great example. Abusive guy who's put this kid into a fucking shell where he's afraid to be an introvert or even lift his head up for fear of getting struck, being hit, being abused. And this girl comes in and she's just trying to be nice, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. It's hard, man. Foster care, I didn't give her the spiel because we just had sex. You could tell her. Why not? Get it off your chest, dude. I bet you would have felt better. You need some therapy for all that shit, dude. You should be in therapy groups for that. But I told her my father was abusive, beat me hard enough to leave those. And when I was in foster care, it happened some more. Man, you had a rough ride, bro. Well, I'm certainly not going to call you an asshole. You're fucking traumatized beyond belief. I told her it's still kind of sensitive subject since it was just a few years ago. Good therapy, but I'm in therapy working on it. I'm very glad to hear all this. But I still think you made a mistake tossing her. She responded very quickly, "Well, at least they're hot." She's just trying to say anything to break the mood, to get you out of your slump, to make you feel better. I mean, was it the best choice of things to say? Maybe not, but how does she know? She's trying, man. Cut her some fucking slack. I really don't care how you got them. I agreed to go out with you because I noticed some scarring peeking around your back to your stomach in one of the photos on Instagram. Also, she really does like the scars. And she just kept caressing my scars. Sick. Like, dude, I told her I'm pretty insecure about them. I tell you this, man, this girl, as crazy as it sounds, is the best thing for you. She's taken the thing that you hate the most about yourself, that reminds you the most of all the trauma and pain and awfulness of your life. And she's turning into a hot. I don't know. I'm not saying you're going to stay with her forever, or she's going to be your wife, but keep her around for a while, bro. You need this. I think you need this. Yeah. I didn't even notice in the picture. They're great. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. It took a lot from me to initiate. Yeah, in the first place, because of some other shitty stuff from foster care. Okay. Diving into the internet. I have been willing. So yeah, you're all right. So I rolled over and said, "Okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I think maybe you should go. May I please walk you to your car and make sure you're safe?" She blew up saying how I should be grateful someone found it attractive and stormed out. She texted a bunch of hurtful things. Well, I mean, you're not like in a long-term relationship, and yeah, that's going to happen. Said I was shitty for not walking her to her car. I offered, but okay. Maybe I shouldn't have kicked her out. I don't know. You're not the asshole. You're just deeply traumatized. You're still working through it. I think it would be good for you. I would apologize to her and I'm not saying you're going to marry this girl. I doubt you really will, but she's likes your scars. You hate your scars. You don't want to deal with your scars. She's going to force you to deal with your scars. It's actually a turn on for her. This could make your scars not directly connected to that part of your body that feels weak and powerless. And I give it a shot. Here's the thing. What do you got to lose? She attractive? She's having sex with you? She's bringing you out of your shell? Let her enjoy your fucking scars, bro. Yeah, I know. It was an instinct reaction. But I think I'm not saying she's a keeper, but for right now, yeah, you could do a lot worse. Here's the thing: most other people aren't going to be turned on by it. Well, yeah, don't try not to mess around with the women that are involved. It's just generally bad. Another perspective. I love other perspectives, Karen. Scars do cause energy, electric body blockages. Maybe she's an empath and knows the massaging scars helps energy flow. She might. She might very well. I think that's what I mean. I think she's good. I don't know if she's the one, she's the forever girl, but she is right for him right now. If you had scars, I would stay a shark. maybe ever. I don't know. G-Fon says, whether they're G-Fon says, I know some shit single mothers. Yeah, there's plenty of those too. Whether they're whores, drug addicts, alcoholics. Yeah, I'm not saying that, the mom's always going to be great. Sometimes they're better off with the dad. Sometimes both parents suck. Let's be honest. So yeah, you're not wrong there. Rumble has been deleting comments this week. Oh, okay. Well, sorry to hear that. Yeah, there you go. So that's I don't know. I think that guy's I don't know if he's gonna kick himself, but he should try and get that girl back. I wish I had his number. I'd be like, bro, just tell her you're sorry. tell her you didn't mean it. Tell her, come home soon. Something like that. All right. I'm having so much fun doing the show. Thank you everybody for tuning in, by the way. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to do another show tomorrow. I love doing the show. So join me tomorrow. Not done yet, but we'll do at least one more. But we're getting there. Let me do an ad for 1775 Coffee. It's a Rumble sponsorship. And I told you, everyone knows I love Rumble. 1775 Coffee, ladies and gentlemen. They are good, and they have K-Cups too. Still haven't tried 1775 Coffee? Now is your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped only 1,000 units. You're getting the bold dark roast. It hits hard, the smooth medium roast, and the Vitality Mushroom Coffee for clean energy and laser focus, no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin-free, and mold-free. My voice went up. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's opinions, and a black 1775 tumbler. $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for $99. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Well, spoiler alert, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something, just like Rumble does. 1775coffee.com/studio and get your starter kit today. There you are. Thank you, 1775. Thank you, Rumble. As always, there you are. Man, so let me see. I'm just curious. I want to look at some of the comments here. I'll share these with you just to see if I'm wrong on this. I think this guy should stay with this girl. I just think it's, yeah, after hearing how you got him, was fucked up to say they're hot. Yeah, I mean, but still. Scars can be attractive, but you know what's more attractive? Empathy, and she doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're being too hard on her. I don't know. Yeah, I think it could be a fetish. But again, so what? If it works for you, I don't know. You got to deal with this, dude. And this is dealing with it. This isn't just timidly pulling off a Band-Aid. This is ripping the Band-Aid off and scratching at the scar tissue. Right? Right. All right. We'll move along. I don't know. I think I would have asked for a second date. Rumble ad reads. Yeah, I like ad libbing them. Oh, stop it. I like Rumble. Rumble does good stuff. Please don't disparage Rumble on my watch. How dare you? Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go. All right, let me find it. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. All right, I X'd out of it, but I didn't X out of the whole page. So, oh shit, Airbnb. Where am I going? Am I the asshole? It's our over here. You know what I did? I saved it, and then I'm not using it. I will do one more, and then we're going to call it a night. Am I the asshole for accusing my girlfriend that she cheated? Well, that's a tough one. I mean, this one we got to go into. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a short one. It's a really short one. Let's see. Am I the asshole? We're about to find out. Am I the asshole for accusing my girlfriend that she cheated? I would say of cheating, but that's fine. My girlfriend and I have been together 5 months. In the first month, on December 28th, she told me she went to sleep around 12:36 a.m. So this is the first month. So this is 4 months ago, right? Later, I saw a message from her ex that was supposed to be blocked, so she didn't block him, I guess, at 1:16 a.m. A single question mark, even though he was supposed to be blocked. He lives 4 minutes away and was abusive in the past. When I confronted her, she started denying it, but let me do whatever I wanted. But let me do whatever. So she started denying it, but let me do whatever I wanted on her phone. Okay. She also got angry and cried. I don't trust her anymore because of this, but I feel like I need proof of what really happened that night to move forward. Am I the asshole for accusing her? I don't think you're ever going to get proof of what happened that night, whatever happened. I think if your instinct's telling you she cheated on you, and based on what I'm seeing there, she probably did. If you want to work through that, okay. You're a month into the relationship. Was it an exclusive relationship? I mean, what are the parameters of the relationship? Are you seeing other people? You know, what have you two agreed on together? Yeah, it sounds like she cheated on you for sure. I don't know. Months have passed. You got to see what if you here's the thing. If you don't trust her, if you really don't trust her, you shouldn't be in a relationship with her. Trust is one of the single most important factors in the relationship. If you don't trust somebody, how can you be in a real relationship with them? Why would you be in a real relationship with them is a better question. I would say for me, no, that would be a deal breaker, you know. But hey, everybody's different. And you got to find out what works for you. But I would say for sure she cheated on you, bro. I would say for sure she cheated on you. There you are. There you are, folks. All right. That was such a short one. We'll do one more. What time is it? Oh, it's 1. I like doing the show though, so we'll do one more. That was such a short one. Am I the asshole because I broke up with him because he asked me to shave? No, we already did that one. And yeah, that woman was horrible. Am I the asshole for laughing when my little sister walked in on my parents? No. It's funny. I mean, come on, you got to have a sense of humor about that. It's traumatic for her. She's 12 apparently in this scenario. My little sister, 12, came into my room panicking, claiming she couldn't find our parents. It's 11 p.m. Well, if you set her up, if you knew your parents were going at it and you sent her to her trauma, you are an asshole. You're more than an asshole. You're a horrible brother or sister. So you're 15, she's 12. She said she could see movement in our dad's van and she was going to check on it. I, knowing what she might find, told her not to, but she didn't listen and I was barely awake, so I just told her to go back to bed. I figured she'd just look in the front. You know, be a better sister. Get off your lazy ass and stop your sister from getting traumatized. I mean, yeah, she'll get over it. You know, we've all, well, I shouldn't say we all, but, you know, everyone's had that moment, I think. But, you know, you could delay it another year, wouldn't kill you. 5 minutes later, she came back into my room, bright red, crying, looking traumatized. Yeah, way to go, sis. Look at that. You could have just gotten up, told her, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just talked to her, just kept her busy for a while. Instead, you let her get traumatized. And then she came back and woke you up again anyway. Dummy. I was tired, quite tired. So my first response was to burst out laughing and to tell her it happens to everyone. Come on. You got to work on your sister skills, man. Ugh. And it's just an awkward part of growing up. She didn't take it very well. No, she's 12 and went back to her room. Way to go. Did you tell your parents so they could at least, you know, do what you couldn't, which is talk to her? Our house is pretty thin walls, so I can hear her getting the talk from our mom. I felt pretty bad that I laughed, but in my defense, I was half asleep. Oh, that's okay then. It's currently that time of the month. You coming up. It's late. It's that time of the month. Don't forget, I'm a shitty sister. You can put that in there too. Shitty sister. A bit emotionally unstable. Um, Pretty much went through the same thing on multiple occasions. Multiple occasions. You're looking for them. At that point, you're trying to see shit. Multiple occasions. I saw once. I never saw it again. I saw my parents' legs. Here's mine. I was 12 maybe 13, I don't know. And I thought the neighbor was playing the drums. It was nighttime. I was asleep. I heard ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. I'm like, okay, because this neighbor, John Stepp. I was like, why is he playing his drums this late? So I go to my parents' room to, like, hey, what's going on? I can't sleep. John Stepp's playing his drums. So I open the door slightly and I see two sets of legs, like 2 feet, like, I don't know, let's say shin to foot, like on top of each other. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Like, I put it together and then I like exited out, trying as quietly as I could, got into bed, and then they suddenly stopped. And then they start calling my name, like, Jeff. I'm not saying a fucking word. I'm not saying nothing. And I saw it, but I never saw it again. You know what I mean? Because I knew there's this chick going in looking for it, going on a deep dive, trying to find it, like Jacques Cousteau. Anyway, yeah, you got to work on it. You're only 16, but still, be a better sister. Am I wrong? P.S. On the bright side, at least now I know to avoid. Sitting in the back of the van. All right, so great. You're just a terrible influence for this poor sister of yours. At least some mom talked to her about it. Ay. I know you're only 16, but I don't like where you're headed, dear. I don't think you're the asshole. No. Go ask mom if daddy found his keys yet. Mom had a Charlie or his daddy was fixing it. That works. Yeah, whatever you got to say. But I think did I tell my sister? I don't even think I told my sister. I saw it. You get try. Like, I can still see it. I'm just like, I'm like, I don't think I ever told my sister that story though. I don't think, like, after it happened, I'm like, hey, Julie, last night, I saw. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's bad. That's being a bad sibling. All right, well, listen, I've been going for almost an hour and a half, but I love doing the show. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let me plug my other show. Jeff, this is Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. It's going to be on again tomorrow. Last Thursday I got 600,000. Why not take another swing at the apple? Bite at the apple? Swing at the apple? Doesn't really matter. And then Friday, and Saturday, unrelated to this show, I'm going to be at a monster truck rally. Life is good. That's going to be fun. Oh, I think that's not going to be fun. That's going to be amazing. And then the real news is on the 18th, I'm doing my show Autastic. It's an award-winning show. It's about my journey with my son and his autism. That's going to be, it's comedic. It's fun. It's going to be up at in Ventura, California at the Namba Theater, 7 p.m., April the 18th. That's 2 weeks from now. All right, that's it. That's all my plugs. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for the active chat, G Fonts and Karen. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in, as well as everybody else who was around. Thank you, Ever Eden, for tuning in as well. Let's see. I'm trying to go through here. Get shout outs and things of that nature. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, you want to get involved with stuff, let me know. Samson, thank you too. You probably had to go to sleep, but I appreciate you. Pure Blood, thank you for getting in there. And who else am I missing? I think that's most of you guys. Samson of old. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Samson. All right. God bless y'all. Have a great day. I'm out of here. Evening, I guess, technically. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, 10 p.m. Again, if you want your questions answered, you want your problems solved, I'll break out a sand tray if I have to, and we'll get you fixed. By the way, no, don't knock a sand tray. Good sand tray therapy session. Never hurt anybody. I'm Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you again for having me. And good night and God bless. Bye.